Okay, so long story short, don't marry your sister. I don't know why that came into the title, but hey, Amphi here. I don't know why streaming is so nerve-wracking. Give me a second. Okay, I'm good. Let's go. Writing prompts. I don't know why Bluey is on the top of writing prompts. It's April Fool's Day. I gotcha. I understand now. April Fool's Day. Haha. I got that. That one got me. So these are the three. Let's write them out and see which one we want to write. We want to go with the devil reincarnation story. I think that's going to be the best one. And let's try to explain what's happening here. So in this version of reality, in this version of hell, here's Satan. Okay. Here's Satan. He's angry because he's Satan, and Satan's always angry. Frowny face, stick figure, because, you know, he's working out, I guess. Here's his pitchfork, right? So he oversees soul after soul being turned into a new person. I think the way I want to say it is that, like, similar to how, like, human biology allows for some mixing, like genetic material, I would also like to say that, like, in hell, there's also a mixing of the souls. And so this reincarnation process is about not only finding yourself in hell and figuring out who you want to be in your next life, but it's also about mixing and figuring out what pieces of other people you want to incorporate into the new you that you will be when you reincarnate, right? So I think what we're saying here is that the devil wants to reincarnate and live life again, but has refused to do so because it requires some form of mixing with other souls, right? I think that's a good story, right? And so the devil is like, part of the reason they haven't reincarnated is not just because they're the authority of hell, but also because they have never found anyone that they want to resonate with and they want to mix their souls together with. And that is part of the process of reincarnation. I think that's good. I think that's a good story to go with. Again, another romantic love story in hell. I don't want to necessarily play this beat all the time, but that's okay. Okay, I think this is going to be a good story. We're writing and writing and writing and done. 3, 2, 1. The devil's reincarnation. When I was a child, I had a friend, a companion I did everything with. We played games, we swam in rivers, we climbed mountains. At the time, our imagination was our brush and the world was our canvas. Then it happened. One day, my friend was gone. Throughout my life, I kept seeing him again and again, in small pieces of fabric blowing in the wind, in reflections on the water, in laughter caught by branches in the forest. Eventually, I too was gone. Even so, I found small glimpses of my friend while wandering the afterlife. All the mountains, all the rivers, everything reminded me of him. One day, while walking in the emptiness of the underworld, I saw something odd, a red trident poking through a sandbank. At first, I avoided it and kept walking. But somehow, no matter what direction I went, I found myself back in the desert, staring at it. It called me. I had no choice but to pick it up. When I did so, I felt a certain calmness, a peace, a meaning, a purpose. I felt like I could express myself in a way I hadn't since I was a child. For the next several millennia, I acted as an escort to souls in the underworld and guided them towards peace, towards reincarnation. I would watch as ghosts embraced one another in a flash, vanishing into the body of a newborn baby on Earth. For a time, I lived vicariously through the souls of those I helped. When they found joy, so did I. But then I saw something, the soul of my friend. To be honest, I barely recognized him, as he had become a husk of the person he used to be while wandering for so long. I tried to escort him, as I had so many others. Eventually, I found myself in the desert, at the same sandbank I was at so many years before. I sat down with my friend and just talked. For hours, I talked. He didn't respond. So we sat in silence for an eternity more, just the two of us. It was then that I realized what I must do. I took a deep breath and put down my pitchfork, losing the sense of power I once had. I then turned to my friend and embraced him. There was a flash of light. Then everything was black. Ultimately, I'm relatively happy with today's prompt. I think it turned out really well. I'm really happy with it. And that's it. So, bye guys. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.